Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Nadon Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. World Bank applauds the Clean Sri Lanka project. Trade ties with Thailand to be strengthened via the new FTA. News in detail. The World Bank has pledged its unwavering support to Sri Lanka's Clean Sri Lanka program, a flagship initiative of the new government. The announcement was made during a meeting between World Bank Executive Director Parameswaran Iyer and President Anura Kumara Disanayake at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday. During the meeting, Director Iyer congratulated the President on the formation of the new government and assured the continuation of all World Bank supported projects in Sri Lanka without interruption. The discussion also provided President Disanayake with a platform to present his administration's future development agenda. Key priorities included addressing rural poverty, accelerating economic digitalization with a special mention of the Digital Identity Card initiative, and resolving long-standing issues in the north and east, particularly concerning land and housing for plantation communities. The President highlighted the government's focus on bolstering critical sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, tourism, education and health, emphasizing their pivotal role in driving national development and uplifting livelihoods. In response, Director Iyer proposed convening an advisory group to assess initial steps for aligning World Bank support with the government's development goals. He also lauded the Clean Sri Lanka program, reflecting its potential to address pressing environmental and public health concerns. President Anura Kumara Disanayake engaged in pivotal discussions with the parliamentarians from the Ilankai Tamil Arusakachi at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday. The President Media Division said that this meeting underscores the President's commitment to inclusive governance and addressing the unique needs of all Sri Lankan citizens. According to the President's Media Division, the meeting focused on addressing long-standing challenges faced by communities in the northern and eastern region. The ITAC MPs highlighted pressing issues affecting their constituencies, urging the government to prioritize solutions for critical concerns including land rights, housing and regional development. Among those present were Shivanadam Sridharan, Padmanadam Satyalingam, Shanmugam Kugadasan, Shanikyan Rasamanikyam, Jnanamuthu Srineshan, Kavithiran Kundeswaram, Elethambi Srinath and Thurairasa Raviharan. Now, the Minister of Industries and Entrepreneurship Development, Sunil Handunhetty, said that the government is committed to expand trade ties between Sri Lanka and Thailand in 2025 under the free trade agreement signed earlier this year. The minister said this speaking at the Thailand National Day celebration held in Colombo recently.
Sri Lanka and Thailand will celebrate the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations next year, 2025. We hope to unveil a series of events to celebrate the unique friendship throughout the course of 2025. In a modern context, our bilateral relations were significantly enhanced with the frequent high-level exchanges that have taken place, of most recent being the Thai Prime Minister's visit to Sri Lanka in February 2024 and the signing of the free trade agreement. We reframe our commitment to explore new avenues for expanding our economic partnership. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka and Thailand uphold the principles of non-interference and mutual respect in addressing pressing global challenges. Our two countries work closely in multilateral fora to promote a strong community in the Asia-Pacific region. Sri Lanka and Thailand are united in our commitment to addressing global challenges, including climate changes and environmental sustainability. Together, we advocate for ambitious climate action and sustainable practices, ensuring that the voice of vulnerable nations are heard in international negotiations.
Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. Minister of Labour Professor Anil Jayantha Fernando said that the government is committed to creating a conducive environment that facilitates a healthy and safe working environment in the country. The minister said this speaking at the National Occupational Safety and Health Conference held in Colombo recently.
If you look at only from the economic perspective, you may argue, should we incur that much, say maybe in millions of dollars or rupees, or to have a very good compensation package rather than not taking measures to stop or mitigate them or reduce these things. It's a debate. But so labor relations are required to be looked at from humanistic perspective. To some extent we may see we have approaches, processes, procedures, working arrangements in such a way always that would lead to many consequences, hazards, risks. And on the other hand, we have measures to address these by compensation, paying compensation, policies, rules and regulations likewise. Leaving environment to have consequences and finding solutions for the consequences is also one of the approaches, but our government, mainly our Labour Ministry in the future, we would look at the possibilities of taking measures to minimize those consequences, even at any cost, and creating a conducive environment that would really support and facilitate health and safe working environment. Then if anything, because we know that it cannot be achieved 100%, if anything goes beyond that, of course, other measures should be taken into account.
Speaking at the event, Professor Fernando said that with the threat of automation looming, it is the responsibility of the government to use these technological advancements to the benefit of the workforce. He said that the government must find a way to increase the productivity at the workplace and increase employee welfare at the same time.
Technology is evolving. Technology, machines, especially artificial intelligence, replace labor. Then there is another debate. Should we allow more labor to engage in work, engage in production, or less labor and let machines work more? If we technically look at this issue, the debate would continue. From the labor side, no, machine should not be given the opportunity. The labor should be given the opportunity and explore more labor because people are there to work more, that is the nature. Then only the productivity or the value can be created. But on the other hand, you may argue, no, machines could replace labor, so then the value can be created. Debate continues. Unless we come to a kind of, not a compromise, kind of collaboration and cooperations, how best the technology could replace and the benefit of technology could be passed on to labor, this would end up with lots of issues. So therefore we take the stance that of course technology can replace, of course, to great extent and create more value and increase the productivity, increase efficiency. But how best the benefits of this technological value creation is transferred to people is the question. So we need to look at this thing. So that is one of the challenges in the future, we believe.
The Sri Lanka-Bangladesh Business Council of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce marked a milestone with its first annual general meeting in Colombo recently. Dr. Asanka Ratnayaka was re-elected as president for the 2024-2025 term. The chief guest, Andalib Elias, High Commissioner of Bangladesh to Sri Lanka, provided a detailed analysis of Bangladesh's evolving political and economic landscape. The High Commissioner emphasized opportunities for enhanced collaboration in trade, investment and tourism, particularly in light of Bangladesh's progress under its interim government. Dr. Ratnayaka highlighted the Council's achievement over the past year, which include active support for a preferential trade agreement between the two nations and hosting forums to promote bilateral investments. Looking forward, the SLBBC plans to organize a business delegation to Bangladesh, targeting high potential sectors and to position Sri Lanka as an attractive destination for Bangladeshi tourists. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The All Share Price Index gained by 47.68 points to close at 13,559.41, and the S&P SL20 gained by 36.43 points to close at 4,053.03. The turnover was 4.4 billion rupees and over 19 million shares were traded.
Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.